Hi everyone, welcome back to Colouring with Kate. Thank you for joining me. So I hope you are all doing good and that you are enjoying your colouring and everything else is going well in your life. So this is part 3 of a sort of a colour along in the Mythographic Paradise book by Fabiana Attanasio. And so in this final part, I'm just going to do some sort of, I'm going to add some embellishments. Well, when I say embellishments, I'm not sure that they fit in that class completely, but I'm going to add metallic paints, which of course is one of the things that I add pretty much to all my pictures. Possibly some glitter as well, but we'll see how we go. This is how much I've done so far. I do want to finish this off because I think I want to use the same pencil colour for the top bit of this lighthouse or tower. So we were using polys for that. So I am just going to use my polys. So I'm going to start off with, in fact what I'll do is bring you in a little bit closer, so that you can see it a little bit better. Right, so I am starting with, let's just get my glasses on there. So we've got 115, which is dark cadmium orange. So I'm just going to lightly put that in to the top of this lighthouse tower. It's almost the middle of August, or already, or it is the middle of August when I release this. And then we've got Scarlet Red 118. So these are the same colours I used for the body of the lighthouse here. And I'm just putting this in on the edges. I just thought I forgot to finish this off in part 2, and it shouldn't take too long to just finish up now. The next colour I'm going to use is deep red 223, I think it is. So there we go. And I'm going to go back to that, to a lighter orange, which was the lightest orange that I used, which was just the cadmium orange 111. And just put that in at the centre there. There we go, I think that's done. Okay, that should have been done in part 2 really, but I forgot. Alright, so what we are going to get on with now, and I'm going to make sure this video is not too long hopefully, bring you in a little bit actually, there we go. So want to work on doing these sort of light beam rays, or whatever you want to call them. So I want to use a paint. You might have seen these on some other channels as well. I've had these for many years, at least probably 3 to 4 years, if not more. So you can see that getting, you know, they're actually running out. But I have purchased the standard size that you can get open stock. So I want to use the silver pearl. So what I do with these paints is, for the light beams I want to use silver pearl. I'm going to sort of put a couple of drops onto the pan and let the water sit on it to allow it to dissolve. So while that's happening, my other plans are, let me just see where my little notebook is. So I want to, you know, these buildings that you can see around here, I want to add more metallic paint, and I'm thinking for the buildings I'm thinking gold, silver, bronze sort of metallic paints, and then the place where I usually add the metallic paints will be the sort of areas which are quite like empty spaces, like this whole bit here that you can see is an empty space, so I'll add it there. And then what I'll do is with the smaller detail parts I'll probably use fine liners, so you can use any sort of fine liners you want. So what I might do is I might work on one particular building, haven't decided which one yet. Like I said, I won't do the little pictures in on camera, you know, not the pictures, the little images, you know, the things to find, which many of us would rather do without, but they are here nevertheless. So I'm going to use a 2-0 brush, so you can purchase these. I mean, I could not do all of this work in the using metallic paints and stuff without these fine brushes, so you can pick these up if you just put miniature paint brushes or fine paint brushes into Amazon. You'll see some come up. So right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to bring you in a little bit closer, and I'm going to do a couple on camera, not everything. So there, got my paint here. Let's see, is it nicely dissolved yet? So the pearl colours that you get in the Coliro sets are show up a lot better on dark or black paper, but on white paper, as you'll see, they have to catch the light, and that's what I probably want, you know, and that's the look I'm looking for. I don't want something to be really bright, but I want it to, when it catches the light, you can see the shine. So yeah, requires some degree of concentration. I don't even know if you can see this on camera very well, because it is a very pale colour. Silver pearl is what it's called. That's it. I wonder whether you can tell the difference. I can tell the difference actually on my little viewfinder screen from there to there. So yeah, it has got the look that I'm going for, I think. So yeah, what are you guys up to? Are you on holiday? Or a break? Or are you working? I still have my video, which is my swatch setup to film yet. I haven't done that yet. It's not, like I say, it's nothing revolutionary. It's just me talking about how I, you know, what my swatch setup is basically, and how I'm changing it. Because I know that I did think about getting the Ruby Charms, you know, before the new artist edition came out. I did think about getting the big book of swatch charts, I think it was, but the paper being thin really did put me off, and it didn't get great reviews on Amazon either, so I was a bit put off, so I never went for it. And then I thought I'll just do my own system. So yeah, that's it. So that's what I'm intending to do. Tell you what, I'll do the remaining ones, and then I'll come back and we'll look at the buildings. Okay, so I've completed doing the rays in this Coliro Finetec Silver Pearl paint. So I think you can see that. I think that looks really nice. Just, I don't know, takes it to the next level. Right, so I thought we would look at and maybe just do this central building first. So I'm going to bring you close in. So all I'm going to do, just move that, maybe even bring you in even closer. So the parts that you can see which are, you know, don't have any details on, I think I'm going to put paint on them. So I'm going to start off with this Inca Gold. Again, it's a Finetec Coliro paint. Now you can get these individual pans. So again, I let the water sit on it for a couple of minutes, and then you get a nice, you can see that that's nice and creamy now. And I'm just going to apply it. So basically you can get these, I was saying you can get these open stock. So if you don't want to buy them in the packs, because initially when I was getting into colouring and buying, you know, different paints and stuff, I just thought you could get them in sets. I never knew about open stock. I didn't even really know what open stock meant, to be honest with you. I was just a complete newbie. So I used to get them in sets from Amazon, and obviously they are quite expensive, in sets of 6. And then I discovered Jackson's Art. So from Jackson's Art I then got them in singles and made my own custom palettes. Sorry, so you can see here that this is a custom palette. I just choose the colours that I want. I choose the palette. Well, you have to buy the palette as well, but it's quite cheap. You can buy a 6 palette or a 12 palette. And then there are other places online as well. If you just type in the product name, so Coliro Finetec paints, you'll see shops come up and the prices as well. So that's quite good. So now, just so that's not the only gold thing, I think I'm going to put a bit in here as well, just so it looks like it's all together, like one building. I don't know, I find it difficult to talk today for some reason. I am very tired. I suffer from quite bad back pain for a long time, as in I've had it for years and years, like decades, and it just seems to be getting worse, which is a little bit annoying. Right, what next? There's another colour I think that I want to use for this bottom part. So I'm actually going to use another Coliro colour that I've got, which is this one here, and it's called Basilisk. There's a number on it, G041 as well. But yeah, I really like this colour. Bring it here so you can see. Lovely, lovely colour. You've got to have a little bit of a, you know, a steady hand with this, and I'm not someone with the steadiest hand, although the more I do this, the better I get. As they say, practice always helps. So yeah. So what have I been up to? Well, I did a half clean of my bathroom, which took quite some, well, it didn't take that long really, but yeah, it needed to be done, so I did it. All that needs doing now is the floor, which is gonna get done. And I still need to, I started to sort my craft stuff out, as in putting away some of the stuff that I've bought and reorganising it. But I've got to organise my sticker collection yet, because that's quite, I need to put stickers into places where it's easier for me to use them. Okay, so that's that one. And now what I thought is I might use a bit of bronze. So I've got a bronze in here as well. So this one's a, oops, there it is, bronze. rather than do it all in the same colour, I just like a little bit of variation. So that's going to go here in this bit. So yeah, I want to sort out my sticker collection. I want to sort out my other artsy type things, like stuff that I could use for art journaling, which I'm still wanting to do, but I don't seem to have found the time yet, and I'm scared of starting. Well, not scared, but I don't know how to describe it. When you're faced with a blank page, it's quite hard starting a blank page. You don't know where to start, and I feel like I don't want to mess the page up. Sort of, yeah, it's always difficult starting something. Now, as you can see, some of the black lines get sort of blanked out by the paint, which is something that I do not like. So what I do, I think I mentioned it before, is I use a Pitt pen, so Pitt Artist Faber Castell liner, and I use the small, which is a 0.3 tip, to put the lines back in. Right, so I'm going to put more bronze in. I think I'm going to put bronze in here, into this little bit. Gosh, it is such tiny spaces. It's difficult sometimes to talk when you're doing a really fine bit. There we go. But yeah, I haven't coloured. It's like middle of August now, and I feel like I've got so much more to colour. If you've seen my video with what I'm colouring in August, you'll see that I was rather ambitious, and I need to get a bit of a move on, really. I want to start the backgrounds on my PDF pages. I think I might do that later today. I need to sort out my sticker collection. I might start that today as well. But I want to get the backgrounds done, because once, like I say, I more often than not I do my backgrounds first. Alright, I'm going to put a bit more of the initial paint that I used, which was the Inca Gold. There it is, Inca Gold, the Coliro one, and the number on that is M620. I want to put that in this bit here. So this little outhouse, just calling an outhouse, I don't even know what it is, but seemed like the right word to use at the time. Yes, I want to get the backgrounds done on my PDF pages, and I was thinking of using, like with PDF pages you can really go to town with them, because they're a single page, no worries about the background, you can use whatever medium you like, and it just gives you that freedom. So I was actually thinking of using watercolour phosphorescent, the Paul Rubens phosphorescent palette. I was thinking of also using some of the Paul Rubens glitter or metallic watercolour paints as well for the background, but I haven't fully made my mind up yet. Right, I think that's in, and we're going to go back to the Basilisk colour or paint, which was this one here. There, that I used, the second paint that I used. We're going to just pop that in here. Okay, Okay, I think that's about it for the paint on this building part anyway. So what I'll do now, just wiping my brush off there, is the rest of it I will use fine liner. So I'm going to let it dry and then just show you what else I'm thinking of doing. I will have to go and get the glitter because there is glitter that I want to put on here as well. So you won't see the finished page, you're just seeing me do the main parts of the picture, so that's why I call it a partial colour along. It's just better for me to do it that way, otherwise my videos would be so many parts long and it would just take ages. So the rest of the buildings will be completed like this. So I will be putting, I think I'll be using similar colours, so bronze, gold, silvery colours on the buildings. I haven't used silver yet, but I will, I think. So I think I want all the buildings to be similar in that sense, rather than different colours. Because I want the main feature to be the whales, I think. I mean, the buildings will stand out, but because they're all similar colours, I think the whales will stand out more than the buildings. So yeah, that's my thinking anyway. Make the rest of the buildings similar to these. So there's fine liner to put on there yet, which are going to be in purples, blues and greens. So I might, you know, some like this building might mainly be, the rest of the parts might be in blues and greens. On another building it might be purple and blue. So there will be a slight variation, but not much. And then what I'm planning on doing is I want to add silver paint to the stars. Yeah. Is that what I'm going to do? No, actually, I'm going to add the silver paint to the round circles, whatever they are. And then the stars, I think I might put gold paint on them. But there is a particular paint that I want to use for that. And then with these sort of, I don't know what they are, but these things here that you can see, I want to put glitter on them. So let's get started with it. So for now, I'll just show you what paint I'm thinking of putting onto these stars. So onto the stars, I'm going to use this paint, which is in the Reneeisance colours. Again, this paint is from Etsy. This is the West End 2 collection. Sorry, you don't get this paint in the West End 2 collection. Let me correct myself. I only put this in here because I bought it separately and there was space in this tin and I haven't got another tin to put it in. So this paint here is Fortune, and I did look on Renee's Etsy page again and I couldn't find a single of that anymore. So I don't know if she's doing this paint in singles anymore, but it's the Fortune paint and it's actually one of my favourites. I think you get this paint in the West End 1 collection, but not in the West End 2 collection. So let's bring you in a little bit there. It's just, I'm not doing anything special really, I'm just applying paint, aren't I? There we go. Any more stars, bring it down here. Quite a few stars there. So yeah, this is one of my favourite golds. It's a really beautiful glittery gold. Having to concentrate with this one, so there we go. I really wanted to colour in Rita Berman's free page as well, but not had a chance yet. What I might do if I can is instead of colouring in one of the book pages that I've chosen, actually just colour in on the PDF instead. There we go. Got quite a lot of stars here at the bottom as well. If I can move my book up a bit and move that water. There we go. Like I said, I will put the black lines in again because I really don't like them being blanked out by the paint. Any more stars? Yep, one few there as well. Just absolutely everywhere. Here as well. I think I mentioned in one of my videos that I was thinking of getting the Derwent Lightfast, but they're not on offer at the moment at Cult Pens, and I missed the boat. I thought I'd get it for my birthday in July, but obviously I fell ill then, and the offer wasn't, the 10% offer's gone now, so I'm like, I don't really want to pay full price when I could have had 10% off, and they are very, very expensive, and I'm thinking, shall I wait? And in fact I think I will wait because I don't really want to pay full price, but I do really want to get them. But then again, I have seen some other things I want to get, and I think, should I get that? I'm thinking, I've actually got enough stuff as it is. I should just not worry about it, and that's what I've sort of made myself understand, that look, wait until they come on offer and then buy them. So I think I'll do that. I'm going to wait. I'm going to be good, and I'm going to wait. Right, so what I'll do is I will finish doing these stars. And then they look like stars to me anyway. I've got a few here. I'm just going to turn my book that way, and then nearly done with these. I'm definitely boring you now. I can feel it. There we go. That's it. Okay, so I think all the stars have done. I've probably missed something out, because you know what I'm like, I always miss something out. It wouldn't be me if I didn't miss something out. So yeah, it's looking more like my sort of a page now, because I've put metallic paints onto it. Now the other paint that I'm also going to put on is, I have this liquid chrome paint from Reneeisance colours. Again, you can buy that singly, and all I'm going to do with that, it's beautiful paint. You can see I've used quite a lot as well. And I just add that in here. So I want my circles to basically have, oh, you're so far away, there we go. I want them to be silver, so it contrasts nicely with the gold of the stars. So I'm going to do the rest of that, and then I'll come back and we'll put glitter on these other bits. Right then, this is how it's looking at the moment. I have used my Pitt pen to go around the parts that I put paint on, just to put the black lines back in, including on the stars and the circles, as well as the light rays from the lighthouse. So now what I'm going to do is add a bit of glitter. So as I said, I'm going to add it to these squiggly bits here, which I'm not quite sure what they are, but I think it's some sort of, I don't know, some sort of a thing in the sky. But quite a lot of the pictures actually in Mythographic have these on, and I don't mind them. I think it looks really nice and allows me to put glitter on. So the way that I usually do this, so we will work on these here, I think, is a bit closer. That's it, I think that's enough. I use a quickie glue pen, so you've probably seen me do this before, and then I use the choice of glitter, in this case Nuvo Mirror Ball, which is one of my absolute favourite glitters. I think it came in a pack, to be honest. It looks like this. It's really nice. So and then I need a piece of paper which I can shape the glitter on. So I'm just gonna get myself a piece of paper. So this piece of paper here will do, I think. So I've got myself a piece of paper. So all I do then is just put my glue pen, do it relatively quickly because I don't want the glue to sort of dry and become non-sticky before I add the glitter. So then I just usually put it on top like that, pretty much quickly, and then I continue doing the remaining parts. I usually buy these as a 3-pack on Amazon, and they last me a reasonable amount of time depending on how often I use them. I don't really put loose, I mean I do use loose glitter on, you know, several pages during the month, but not on every page, because sometimes I might just use stickles. But this gives a smoother finish, whereas stickles is quite bumpy. Put this on here as well. Okay, that should be alright. And then I'm just going to move my book and do these few here. So yeah, once I've done this, I'll just show you where I'm going to put fine liner. I've got some glaze pen and fine liner. So and also some gel pens to add to the buildings that we've got, that we put the metallic paint on, to finish that off. And then I'll do the rest of the buildings off camera, and then I will I think I will show you what it looks like in the end. So up here, try to stay within the line because I want it to be a neat finish. There we go. Just put miss this one out here, so that's bit. I've got a few more to do, so I'll probably do them, well, tell you what, I will do the rest off camera, but I'll shake this off and show you what it looks like. So, piece of paper, in fact, come out a bit, you can see what I'm doing. Piece of paper, get my book over it. The Nuvo glitters are really good quality, fine glitters, so highly recommend them. There we go, and then I just collect it all back into the bottle. I think you can get these from, I think it's Tonic Studios online. The glitter goes everywhere though, that's the thing, even if you're very, very careful. So I'm going to do the other little bits off camera and then I shall be back. Right, okay, so I have finished off adding the loose glitter to those places. I also realised that I missed a star here, just near the wheel, but I can finish that off camera and then you can see the finished piece once I've done it. I am just going to these bits that I don't do on camera, they're just going to be with fine liners and gel pens and things. So with the buildings, I think I'm going to use, you know where there's detailed sort of parts to it, can you see like these bits here and the bricks here? I'm going to use glaze pen for them because they're not opaque. So the colours I was going to stick to are purple, blue and green. So I'm going to use, let's see, use 2 greens here that I have. So just show you in here, I have this green and this sort of a darker green, but just get them started a little bit. So let's bring you in, as you are too far away at the moment. So that's where I usually add my glaze pens if I don't want something to be too opaque, but I want it to be a bit more translucent. So actually I won't put that there, where I was going to put it here, sorry. And then you can just see, you can see the lines underneath. Anyway, that's my thinking. Because I often get comments which say, how do you decide where to put your different mediums? You usually choose the glaze pens for areas like that, where I want, because it's translucent, it's easier to see. So this one down here, I'm also going to do it in the same glaze pen. So the dark green, they don't have names to the glaze pens. And then let's keep it all together and possibly do the rest in the same as, no, actually we won't, that would be too similar for me. So I'm using another green now, and then in this one as well. Brighter green. Go. Just a bit there. Okay, so that's that, and then I'm going to use some Arteza Inconic fine liners. So I think I'm going to use a really light green, this green here, for the middle parts, and then a darker colour for these lines sort of between them. So yeah, that's that one, and we'll do the same for this one as well. There's just so much detail there. Sometimes it's hard to make out. And then we'll make this bit here. The lighter colours will allow you to see the lines underneath as well, so that's not too bad. And then maybe this one. And I think to sort of keep it all in, to show similarity with all of it, as in to make it all fit together, that it's all one building, I'm just going to put these in these little spaces as well for the windows. So small spaces is, where we always use our fine liners anyway. Could use pencil, but it's just easier with the fine liners. For me anyway. And I'm just going to make these windows green. I've decided they're so small. I would have gone in with silver. I'm just going to make them green. I might make these silver actually, the insides. I'm not sure I've got a silver pen with me. I'll have to see. There we go. So any other window parts? That's it. Okay, oh yeah, this bit here. There we go. Now I want to use a dark blue, so I think I'm going for this one here. You can see the cap colour. I'm just going to put that in here for the lines. Just gives it a bit more contrast, with the green. There we go. And then I'm just going to get rid of those little details in there. So anybody know of any new books that are coming out? The only one I really know about, well, two that I really know about, is the Rita Berman's Travel Through Europe. I think somebody's let me know in the comments what the title meant, because it's in German. So I'm looking forward to that coming out on the 27th of August, but I don't know when Book Depository will deliver it. Soon, I hope. And the other one is an ocean one from Millie Marotta. I think that one's in September. But there's definitely more books coming out during autumn than there has been these past few months. I think been quite a dry month in terms of book releases. This is a lighter sort of bluey green. I'm just going to pop in here. That's it. And also here. So there's not real any method to this, it's just where I think, slight line there, where I think this will go well together. Yeah, I'm liking, I think, how it's looking. So I'm going to get a silver now. Hopefully I've got a silver metallic with me. Searching through my pencil case. No, I can't find a silver metallic, but I have got a silver glitter. So yeah, we'll use the silver glitter. So this is a Pentel Dual Metallic Silver, and I think I'll use that. It's nearly finished, so I don't actually even know if it'll work, but yes, it's working. So I'm just going to put those in the, and give an impression that it's a window and it's reflecting or shining a light and looking shiny there. And that's it really, that's that one. So that's how I'm intending to do the rest of the buildings. There is this bottom bit that I've forgotten to do. I'm actually going to do that in a lovely blue glaze pen, I think, because you can see that it's got a little bit of a design in there, and I want it to be, let's get this to work first. I want it to be see-through so you can see the pattern. There we go. I think that's done now. If I haven't left anything else out, that's it. So I'm going to leave it there, and then I am going to, sorry for wobbling the camera there, I'm going to leave it there, and then I will come back and I will show you the finished piece. So this is what it looks like so far. You can see the beautiful glitter here, the loose glitter, the metallic paints and the fine liner, and yeah, I think it's looking quite okay, but we'll see when it's complete. So I'll see you in the final section in a sec. Right then, so this is the finished article. I think I haven't left any bits out, and yeah, I'm quite pleased with it. And I'd just like to say, if you've joined me for this 3-part partial colour along, colouring chat, whatever you want to call it, I just want to genuinely thank you so much for your support, for your comments, for everything. These sort of videos generally don't do particularly well in terms of views, but actually I've found that recently, well, the part 1 of this video did quite well, so I was quite happy that people were liking it, and it sort of encourages me to do more. So thank you so much for that. So yeah, I'm really quite pleased with it. I would say there were times during this when I was colouring it where I said, you know, it was 6.5 out of 10. I definitely feel that it's more now. So in my opinion, I like this about 8. Probably 8 out of 10, I'd say. That's how much I like it. I think, yeah, 8 out of 10. And yeah, I have used a fair amount of media. So the only other thing that I did was I just put some Pentel, I don't know if you can see it on the whales, just on these little sort of marks that it's got on the whale's body. I just put some Pentel dual metallic hybrid blue-green, just so, you know, it stands out a little bit. And yeah, and I coloured the little find your objects things in as well. I'm particularly pleased with doing the light rays in this silver pearl, because I think it really you know, sort of stands out, and I'm glad I used this holographic glitter on these wavy things. But yeah, I'm also pleased with the colour palette, because I think the blue is quite stands out quite well against the sort of pink and pale colours in the background. So yeah, I'll shut up now, or I'll go on too much. And yeah, that's it. So thanks a lot, and I hope to do a few more colourings on camera. It might not be the full thing, but whatever I do, I hope you find it useful. So until next time, take care, happy colouring, bye.